You know what bothers me? It bothers me to hear people talk about what's wrong with us as a race of people and what's wrong with the culture. And they talk about this woman, this over-sexualized woman and her low standard. And they start with the city girls, Megan and Cardi B. That bothers me because we act like they are not direct byproducts of their predecessors. Uncle Luke, Snoop, Dre, UGK, Pimp C, Too Short. We act like Megan, Cardi, and the city girls are not direct byproduct of their predecessors. And see, I'm going to educate you all on some words. And when I do so, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. First word, byproduct, means an incidental or secondary product made in the manufacture or synthesis of something else. Get it? Byproduct, direct byproduct. And see, the reason I named those male rappers is because they were only making music. They were making music for their culture. And in the music that they made, they glorified hoes. They said, shake your ass, pop your pussy, get some money, fuck with a real nigga. That's what they said. They said, shake your ass, pop your pussy, get some money, fuck with a real nigga. Some stuff, good music for the culture. The byproduct is, can you help me with that? Secondary result. They were making music and they made a byproduct. Second word, predecessor. Predecessor is a person who held a job or office before the current holder. So, do you see when I say, how will you start with the city girls, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and all these Sukihana and this, that, and that, as if they are not direct byproduct of their predecessors? Who held the top spots in rap before they did? These men who glorified hoes. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not blaming anybody. I just try to figure out how when we start with the problem with our culture, we start at these young women. I had a man tell me one time it's because the women teach the children. But the men shape and mold the women. The men shape and mold the women. It's like, I watch men, I observe men, and it's like you all have all this power and all this knowledge and all these leadership skills, and you all flaunt around, I'm a powerful leader and I do this and I do that. But it almost feels like sometimes you don't know how much power and leadership that you actually have when the byproduct is not something that you can be proud of. It's almost like, I don't know how we got there when the byproduct is not something that you can be proud of. But when the byproduct is something that you can be proud of, it's because you're a leader and you're a man and you had something to do with shaping and molding that. But if it's something that you look down your nose at and shake your head at, I don't know how did we get here? I'll tell you how we got here. All the women say want to be hoes. Those doggone women got us here. We're in a problem. No wives around. All the women want to be hoes. And the problem is the women are telling all the women to be hoes. How did that happen? Byproduct, an incidental secondary product made in the manufacture or synthesis of something else. Secondary result. You all need to be aware of the secondary result. This will make you be a little bit more accountable for some of your actions when you realize that there's a secondary result. I've been saying for the longest, there's a secondary result, a byproduct in some of you all's behavior. Yeah. I asked a group of men one day, how much of your behavior do you take for granted that you'll get a chance to explain? How much of your behavior do you take for granted that you'll get a chance to explain with your mouth your true intention? Like, men chase after hoes with long weave, long nails, long eyelashes, and they go, well, we just want to screw them. Well, the young lady who's in the back of the room with no wig on, none of that stuff on, who keeps on having to buy her own drink, who nobody pays her any attention, nobody looks at her, nobody acknowledges her, nobody presses and rallies her on for being everything that you say you like, is watching you. I was talking to a guy one day, and he was like, yeah, y'all keep on listening to y'all friends, and y'all friends be steering y'all wrong. Y'all friends be telling y'all to wear all that stuff and to do all of that. And I'm like, is that how you think it happens? He's like, no. I'm like, no accountability. That's not how it happens. We wear our natural hair. We don't wear makeup and stuff like that. And when we do, you all ignore us. You look right on over us. Then we look across the room one day and there's a woman with all of that on. And you go and walk right on over to her. Your face. Well, y'all should know we just trying to screw her. Y'all should know better. How? We see when we observe you. If we just watched you talk to the lady that you want to screw, you look good. See, you're smiling at her. You're kind to her. Your chest is poked out. You're smelling good. You're wooing her. You're not walking up to her like, hey, bitch, I want to fuck. You're not making the woman across the room not desire the way you're paying this lady attention, the butt-naked lady with the nails and the fingernails and stuff. You ain't walked up to her and got completely disrespectful. You smiling. You kind. You smell good. You nice. You told her what businesses you run. You're having interesting conversations in your attempt to screw this woman. If I were watching you from across the room, I would want some of that too. So what would I think I need to do? Probably take off some clothes. Put on a wig. Get some longer fingernails and some eyelashes. Be a little bit more like her. Byproduct. Secondary result. Incidental. By incident. You got some power. Maybe y'all need to shift the narrative. See, it's not enough of you all talking about, I heard a man one day talking about, you go on social media, all you see is a funky bitch shaking her ass. Where are the Loretta Scott Kings at? Where are the byproducts, sweetheart? You said shake your ass. You said pop your pussy, shake your ass. Now we popping our pussy and shaking our ass. You never said nothing about Loretta Scott King, and now you ain't never said that. You ain't never said that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up by saying byproduct. Incidental or secondary product made in the manufacture or synthesis of something else. Predecessor, the person holding the position, holding the office before the second person. Accountability, to take responsibility for your actions. We have to. Incidental. What impression are you putting on people? After you get through glorifying all of the hoes, after you get through glorifying all of the hoes and the whole behavior, then all of a sudden you want women to sift through all of that and just see that the real glorification is in being a wife and a modest woman. But you ain't glorify that. And when you do glorify it, it's after you glorify all the hoes.